So a common place people get tightness are the scalenes. These are the muscles in the front and side of the neck. There are a couple ways that we can address that. So one way is using a lacrosse ball, something that's rubbery, and this is going to be a myofascial release technique. So we're going to take that lacrosse ball, we're going to place it just above the collarbone. You can work either more further forward or off to the side, depending on where you're targeting. But we're going to twist that lacrosse ball slightly to get a skin lock, and then you're going to work through that scalene stretch, going back and forth between tilting your head to the side and looking up slightly, and then coming back down. Repeating 5 of those before moving to a new location. Another way we can address that scalene tightness is mobbing the attachment for the scalene, which is the first and second rib, depending on which one we're targeting. So for that, what you're going to do is you're going to go through some breathing cycles. You apply pressure with your fingers just above the collarbone, drop inside that crevice there. It's not going to feel very comfortable pressing down there, but you don't need to push too hard, because what I want you to do is take a deep breath in, try not to let that rib rise, and then as you exhale, give a little bit more pressure deeper in. So it's going to look like this. And you could go through about 5 cycles like that, just going through some steady breathing, applying pressure through that breathing to mob that first rib. You do the same technique, working the second rib, which is just below the collarbone. You find your collarbone, drop off it to the first surface just below that, and then you can apply a little bit of extra pressure with the opposite hand, but you're going to go through a same breathing cycle where you take a deep breath in, try not to let that rib expand, and then exhale and continue to apply pressure downward. Those are a couple options to address the scalene. That scalene is tight if you tilt your head to the right and you look up and you feel pain, discomfort in that region. It goes from collarbone region up to the neck.